Hey, welcome back. Welcome to this show. This is a XQ podcast, and today I have a very nice show lined up for you. Today you have a super talented artist, upcoming artist, a rapper, and I know you will be happy with this show. So, without much further ado, let me welcome the guest of today. I know you have been following him, you have heard some bits of him, and today is the day. So I want to introduce you to this artist, the XQ Pilipilijus. Hey, welcome, welcome.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thanks
Welcome.
for having me. Thanks for having me.
Welcome
Man.
to the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Wow,
This place looks good, man.
wow.
Wow.
Welcome to the show.
I'm grateful, man.
I'm happy to host you, the XQ podcast. Now,
I'm grateful to be on your show, man.
wow,
Yes, Mr. Joe.
welcome, welcome.
Yeah,
So we have been hearing of your vibes, man.
yeah.
We have been hearing of your music,
Thank you, thank you.
and I'm happy that you are going to explain further on your music.
I'm grateful.
Feel welcome and greet our audience.
My name is the XQ Pilipilijus, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be alive to enjoy life at this moment in time. Yeah.
Welcome, man. You had him, XQ Pilipilijus, in the house, and you're gonna love it. First of all,
Yeah.
let us know you. Who is Pilipilijus?
Pilipilijus is an artist. Is a hip hop artist. He always focus about music that transforms society and music that has got good vibes to it. Yes, that's Pilipilijus.
Wow. And in general, how can you describe your inspiration? Where do you get your inspiration to create your content?
My inspiration comes from many things, but one thing that inspires me is the hustlers in the street. People who have little education, but they still manage to get through the day. Sometimes make millions. Those kind of people inspire me, especially the mama bogas, the wasewa mayais, the people who sell juakali. Those kind of people inspire me. Yeah, because they don't live life out of a script. They live life out of a script that God put them in their head.
Wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. And so far, maybe you can tell us your background a bit. What level are you in life? You know.
Level. Currently, I'm a hip hop artist. I'm affiliated to Haki Africa movement. It's a non-government organization associated with human rights and kind of stuff. I'm also working with the kinds of the Kina Jonal and Namu to try and push the message of activism and human rights to this society. Yes, so currently I'm a human rights activist / student / rapper. Yeah.
Well, on that of being a student, what are you currently pursuing? Or yeah, tell
I'm
us
pursuing
something
a degree in law in African Nazarene University. I'm in my 4th year.
Wow,
Yeah.
guys, you have heard it. He's a lawyer. He's pursuing law.
Gang.
A great inspiration to our youth out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'd like us to sample a bit of your songs.
Okay.
I have a list of them here,
Okay.
and personally, I've tasted his songs. It's been great. His content is really inspiring. So let us talk about your content, your music.
Okay.
My first question would be, why did you take the rapping thing?
It was just in me. I remember when we started rapping. I started rapping in 2012. There's this guy who's called Joffres. This guy who does the Gengeton tracks. We went the same high school, so when we started rapping, we used to diss each other a lot. It was battle rap, battle scene in high school. That's when I started rapping. So what made me to start rapping is that battle kind of rap that we used to do then. That's when I realized I was good at it, and I decided to do it, and I'm doing it still.
Well, inspiring, inspiring. Now let us talk about your song. The first song, Nasakado. Tell us something about this song.
Nasakado is the lead song to my latest mixtape. The mixtape is called KRK Street Smart 1. Nasakado was the track that I chose to carry the message that I was gonna put in that whole mixtape. So Nasakado is about being focused on getting that money, that guala, and being focused on doing the right thing, especially as pertaining to fighting against poverty and not just lazing around at home. Just do something. So I'm trying to tell them, my fans and those people who listen to me, that do something with your life, not just sit around and complain about the government and kind of stuff. Suck a dough.
Well, inspiring. And the good thing I've heard from it is that he's sucking that dough, he's getting out, he's being committed, he's making his work out to get the money and also to help others, isn't it?
Yeah, so sad.
Well, such inspiring story. Now, what about life after Campo?
Life After Campo is a prophetic kind of track. Because when I sat down and looked at my life and where I was at that point, when I was writing that song, I realized there's some myriad of mistakes that I've been making in my life. And so in that song, I'm trying to express my faith that I believe in myself, in the future that's coming. After I'm done with school, I believe that I'm gonna live a good life after that. So in Life After Campo, I'm giving advice to my fellow youths, especially those in campus and in colleges, that's possible, and also trying to tell a message about they should avoid premarital sex and that kind of stuff, and drug abuse, and just in immoral life. They should avoid that, and then when they do that way, God will sort their ways.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there, guys, you have
Oh,
had
that
it.
song dedicated to my mother too.
Well. Yeah. That's awesome. You have had, guys, that's, I can term it as a visionary song. There is life after something. Maybe you have been going through something maybe bad, but I want to promise you there is a life after that. So even you have vision, good vision, positive, be positive, have positive attitude, and you're gonna make it afterwards.
True.
So how about this song, Dilemma Ya Sex?
Dilemma Ya Sex is actually not a song, it's a spoken word.
Well,
And that's the latest project that we are to release in maybe 3 days. It's a spoken word, and where I reflect on my sexual life and what I've been doing with my life to this point. I'm trying to decode the relationship between money, sex, and relationships, and women, and drugs. So in that song, I'm trying to say what I think about those three things and what is important. Yeah.
well. Now, what's your take on that, on those three?
First, in the current generation we are living in as youths, sex has been commercialized. I know this can start now, but it's too much commercial. It's like there's no love these days. Because if they love you for what you provide, for what you do. I think it's been hard for me, especially to find someone who can relate on a human level, that person being of the other gender, women, if there's no money involved. So in that song, I'm trying to break down, like, why does it have to be money? Why does it have to be every time I'm looking for someone, a woman is about sex? Can we just be friends? Yeah.
Well, guys, you have heard it. That's awesome. That's interesting. I know many guys are into that. Many guys in campus can relate to that as well.
Facts.
So, wow, that's interesting. Now about the Chiromolen song.
Chiromolen is a very personal song, and I think that's one of the third songs that we'll be releasing after this last one. The last one after Dilemma Ya Sex. It's a very personal song. It focuses on what I had gone through some time back. I was hospitalized, and in that song I'm trying to reflect the situations that led me to that hospitalization. What happened? Yeah, so it's a very personal kind of song. I know some of these songs are not supposed to be in a mixtape, but why not? So it's a very personal song about my hospitalization and eventual recovery to this point I'm at in life.
Well, thank God you have recovered and you have highlighted some of the things you are going through, and that's interesting too. How about this song, Incest Deceit?
Incest Deceit is about someone who was, there's a lot of accusations being thrown at people, and these people sometimes are innocent. Incest Deceit there was a gentleman who had been blamed wrongly, accused of rape by a family member. So in this song, I'm trying to say what he went through and what he felt at that point. So that's implicit for you. We're talking about the issue of, you know, hate. There's hate, a lot of hate in families, rivalry, sibling rivalry, and this sometimes culminates to family members doing some extreme things to try and eliminate the other family member from the, maybe from the competition. So that's implicit for you, and that's what you're trying to address in that song.
Well,
Yeah.
that's interesting, guys. I hope you are enjoying the show about that song, incest, deceit. These are things that are happening in our lives,
Real.
day-to-day lives, and yeah, it needs such people to talk about these things and expose the truth and the real truth of the matter. That's awesome.
Thank you.
How about this song, King of the D7?
King of the D7 now, that's more of a fun track, but at the same time, I'm trying to reflect back on my roots as a battle rap artist. So in King of the D7, I'm trying to address some issues I had with people in a certain kind of setting that we used to have. Yes, some of those people are taking advantage of us for us being innocent and being, you know, green on as pertaining to my issues. They took advantage of us, they made money out of us, and now we're trying to address them, tell them this is wrong, this is what you bring, and this is the truth. So it's a rather hard track, a lot of truth and sometimes funny truth. You know how they say that most of the truth is said in jest.
Yeah.
There's a kind of track that we are doing in King of the D7.
King of the D7.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, so far, this guy I've told you, he's doing a lot of things. He's creating great inspirational music, and I urge you to follow this guy. He has social media networks, but we get onto that point, and you will know better of him through his social media handles. Now, I'd like us to talk about this song, the new Mau Mau.
Wow. That's another, is a song that I try to fuse, you know, the old, like the classic, not classic, but the traditional kind of music from where I come from with rap. In New Mama actually is a song which we were taught back in primary school during the music games. So New Mama is a fusion of folk and rap and you know trap. So it's a song about the setting is in the past. In this song we're talking about new Mau Mau. We're trying to bring up a new Mau Mau based on the challenges that we face as youth, as society at this point. For example, corruption. For example, wrong things like, for example, what example you give? Drug abuse. We're talking about poor governance. We're talking about, you know, crime, unemployment. This problem that we face. We need a new Mau Mau. And we're getting inspiration from the old Mau Mau that used to be there and try to make a new art and try to inspire a new generation of Mau Mau that we have challenges we have to face and you have to sacrifice just as the Mau Mau in the past. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I know you have heard about that song, the new Mau Mau song. There are many voices in our society, and we have to raise our voices to curb those voices. Yeah, and I'm happy we are going on together. This is the Pilipilijus podcast, and I'm your host Sean. For those who have